Hey guys, welcome back again. I'm a little out of breath. We just pushed this 9,000 pound thing into the shop and didn't hit much. Only those boxes and the lift arm and the lift post and stuff. So it was good. Nobody died. I'm gonna get it torn down and let's see if I can fix it today.
You're going for today?
Just a turbo.
You're crazy. And you don't want to take the cab off, right? You're just gonna go from the top?
Yeah. Especially with the EGR gone. So if you guys watched our EGR delete video, there's a giant thing bolted here, that exhaust gas return thing and cooler, and all that's ripped off my truck and just replaced with this one plate. So that's the turbo just right there.
Yeah.
Like just right under there.
Right in there.
So it's not like that hard to get to at all. So I just gotta take off like the intake thing on top and a couple other things and we're into it. But
you need a beer.
We're gonna sit down, I'm gonna open a beer, and we're gonna do some talking. So let's do it. All right, guys, story time. So this is my 2015 Ford F350 Super Duty. It's got a 6.7 powerstroke in it, and I think the trans is called like a 6RE or something like that. It's a cool automatic 6-speed. I would love this truck. Never had any problems with it at all. I deleted it and tuned it probably 3,000 or 4,000 miles into owning it, and I did the Spartan tune one, and it's just killed it ever since. The only problems I've ever had with it mechanically is there was a video a while back, and I don't know, was that for 5,000 subscribers maybe?
Might have been.
And I was doing a burnout in the Hoon zone, and we figured out how to do burnouts in this. If you lock the diff, it has an electronic locking rear diff, and then do a burnout, eventually it'll like limit you at like 20-ish miles an hour and not be all that cool. Eventually, if you do it long enough, it'll just flash critical brake failure on the screen and turn off all the traction control and leave the diff locked. So I did that, but it was in drive, so it just like spun up through like all the gears instantly, and I smacked into one of the poles out there, and that's the dent on the bedside. But after that day I did some weird trans stuff, like there wasn't any forward gears, and then all of a sudden after like a couple minutes of just trying to make it work, it just like clunk really loudly into gear, and it's worked again ever since. But lately it's been doing some kind of harsh shifts on like on decel and like upshift and downshift from like 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. I think it's just electronic stuff I need to work on, but besides that, it's been made. Doesn't eat any oil, doesn't leak anything. A long time it's been on the Warhammer X tune of the Spartan tune thing, which is 600 plus horsepower and like 1,200 plus foot-pounds of torque. Lately it's been in the middle tone, which I think is like 1,100 foot-pounds of torque and 500 plus horsepower. And it's been a good truck. So I'm really sad that we broke it on that trip. If you guys don't know, you didn't watch the video, there was a live stream, and then there's also a video of it here breaking down. But we're pretty sure it was a turbo failure by the noises that it made, and that it didn't stall. It was still running, it just didn't make boost, and all of the oil from the engine exited the exhaust pipe. So in this box, I hoped we have our fix. It's from a company called Industrial Injection. Not sponsored, but I've heard good things about them, so I will say I've heard good things about them. And I purchased their product. But we got us a big old turbo. So this turbo it starts off as a stock turbo from Garrett. It's a brand new Garrett turbo, which is cool. It's not just some reman thing and from some Chinese company or something aftermarket. It's a stock Garrett housing, everything. They machined the center. Fuck, I don't have all the specs with me. Did they hook me up with an invoice? And I got some gaskets. I got a pedestal. I got a feed line. No paperwork. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check my email real quick so that I can sound more intelligent. All right, so I looked it up real quick, and it is Industrial Injections XR2 series, and this is a 32E103 XR2. Probably doesn't mean anything to you, doesn't mean anything to me. It's got a 66 millimeter exhaust wheel and a 64.5 millimeter compressor wheel. So it's capable of over 700 horsepower at the RPMs that this spins. So it's about a 100 horsepower bump with enough fuel. I'm not sure if I have enough fuel. I do have the 2015, so I have different injectors and a different injection pump than the earlier ones. It's pretty wild. I'm pretty excited about it. The main reason I bought this instead of just a new OEM style one was because there's no core on this. So this one was kind of pricey. It was like $2,800, and then I bought some of the other things that they recommended with it. The thing about that is they were still like $2,000 for the OEM turbo, and then those have like a $700 core charge on top of it. So I was almost at the same price, whereas who knows, maybe that turbo is rebuildable and now I don't have to return it. And the rebuild kits for these are only about 200 bucks. I think mine might be more blown than just the $200. We'll see. But yeah, so it came with a pedestal. I think this is the 2017 plus pedestal. So this apparently flows a little better and is an upgrade for certain things. So pretty excited about that. And it's polished, so you know it's good. That's just what I'm gonna go with. Oh yeah. This is just wild. Turbos are cool. All right, we're in here. And Zach and Aaron came.
Hello.
Woo! And Joel fixed a Z4.
Hello.
And yeah, Aaron, can you reach that far?
I can, especially if I crawl.
There's we found some things.
Little minor problems here. It's just a little bit loose.
It's just the universal fit turbo.
Chris is like, this is the second stage VGT turbo.
Yeah.
Variable vanes.
Variable area around it.
Yeah, variable impeller.
So hopes are high right now. Feelings are up. People are stoked. We're pretty sure I don't need an engine. So there's definitely a lot of oil in places where maybe oil shouldn't be. But maybe not as much oil. But I'm gonna clean it all out. It's just gonna be good.
Did you tell the public that since this had a breakdown, you had to maybe pursue something that can tow this home?
So the patrons know about it.
Okay,
We released the video
so
on
big
Patreon.
surprise.
So yeah, so Patreon, if you're not on there, get on there. We went and looked at a new vehicle today that I might or might not buy. So yeah, there'll be more on that soon.
I know the only hint is that it can tow this home when it breaks down, even if this may have a big trailer behind it.
My truck will always be around to work.
That's true. We have the 24 valve.
The
so.
Cummins will always tow it back. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
And shout out to Zach again for
Slowly.
letting me borrow the trailer for the drift event yesterday. I power washed his trailer and the Z3, and it was really
killed my batteries.
It was an hour and a half. It started today.
Oh, cool. We're good then.
So
She's good.
That means the alternator was doing good too.
He had a complete tow package. He had the car, the truck, the U-Haul trailer, no registration. The whole package with the bent axle.
It was mint.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think it's gonna come out.
Oh, that was a noise.
Downpipe down.
Oh, it's coming. Oh.
I think the extension's hindering, actually. Oh.
Yo.
No, I'm hooked under a heat shield. Oh, we're out.
Deliver birth.
Pull
on.
Come on.
Your child.
It's your child. Bring her out.
Oh, now it's just.
You gotta cut the cord.
The firewall. Sweet.
Oh, that was a big child. She's beefy.
Yep.
Whoa!
That's what I thought. It did go out the exhaust. It's just gone.
There's a lot happening in there.
Oh fuck yeah, the whole wheel's.
Yeah, it's gone.
Sweet.
That's a big turbo. Oh wow.
Whew.
He got it.
So we got Hamish to film today. So it's 2 days later from when I pulled the turbo. So let's get into it and we'll see if we can document it a little more. So if I didn't communicate it, this sucked. And all the videos that said they were for 2015s, I only watched one video. It was definitely not 2015. That turbo was so much smaller, he had so much more room around it. I should have taken the cab off. But we're here. This is where we are. Now let's get to it. I ordered a new pedestal gasket. I'll make sure I get that on. And I'm going to use this cardboard to soak up oil.
Genius.
There's a shitload of oil under there. You guys work on diesels ever? Because holy shit, the oil is like the grossest thing always compared to other things. It's just immediately black and gross.
Everything gets dirty.
So
We're a long way from BMWs, Chris.
well, actually, when Zach was hanging out, he's like, "This is exactly the same as new BMWs. Everything in it, all the connectors,
Really?
everything's set up." Yep.
That's sick.
I always laughed at Aaron working on my truck and other trucks, and just like
He'd just be like posted up, all
just
comfy.
in it. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, are you gonna like break something? I'm like, I get it. There's no fucking other way unless you buy one of those creepers that you can lay on, like up in the air.
What? Those are things?
Yeah, they like lean over the hood, so like you climb up a ladder and then you lay down. All
So
right.
you just have to do an oil change, right? And coolant, or just oil?
I was just gonna do an oil change, and then after we run it, I was gonna check the coolant. If
Okay.
it starts foaming, if it got oil mixed into it anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and then, but mainly I want to run it and see if it's leaking coolant from anywhere, since there was a small puddle outside when after I got towed here.
Yeah, that's true.
No, and it didn't leak any coolant when we were on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but when Aaron pulled it out, it was or pulled this coolant line right here, it was like pressurized, which we both thought was rather weird. All right,
Yikes, yeah.
turbo mounted. I'm guessing V-band time,
Yep.
which I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see much of it, but just know that it sucks all of the dick.
Yes.
Like, and not that sucking dick is a negative thing. It's just not something I'm into. So that's why it sucks all of the dick to me, because I'm not into this.
Well said, Chris.
Yeah. All right, so we didn't film much there. That was a bear. Hamish has been on the bottom side the whole time, tucked into the
Fuck this.
into the fender. You can't see that because it's dark. I'm not gonna turn the light on. But there's 3 V-bands on the back of this thing, and they wouldn't line up, so we had to like loosen things. I had to loosen the pedestal and then re-clock the turbo, even though it was clocked the same as the old turbo, to like bend things to get everything lined up. I half broke one of the V-bands. I think it's okay though. And yeah, it's in. I just mounted the lower intake, this aluminum giant piece there. Now we'll put the upper one on and start connecting stuff, and we're really close. Hamish is struggling with
This thing is fighting me.
the second downpipe of the second piece of the downpipe. Blah 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 words. But yeah, we're making moves.
Whoa, you answered that fairly fast.
It's still shiny, and here we go. Well, she's back together up here. I did notice on this pipe, this charge pipe, I think it's either going, yeah, this is going to the intercooler straight from the turbo. But I don't remember which side it was, either this coupler or the one down in there. There's actually some holes in it. So we'll go ahead and get a replacement one of those. But yeah, I really think we're about there. I know we lost some coolant, not very much, but I'm gonna top those off. And yeah, Hamish is still working on hooking up this downpipe to the rest of the exhaust.
You believe it's going swimmingly?
It's going great, he says. But we're gonna go grab some lunch and an oil filter and some oil and some maybe a jug of coolant, and we'll be back. It's always good colored oil. Yeah?
It didn't happen while it's running. It's too clean. I'm not worried about it.
You're saying it's from when you removed the turbo?
Yeah.
Oh, this has a hole in it. All right, she's full of oil. I didn't fill the coolant yet. Let's see.
I give it 70-30.
It's making noises.
Fuel pump. Let's go. Pray for no knocks. Pray for no knocks. Let's go, please. That was not good.
She's mad.
It was.
I know that much.
Knocky.
I'm thinking that was all the brake clean everywhere.
Oh yeah. He just like filled it with brake clean earlier. Just for
It doesn't sound bad.
It's good. It's fine. The fuel rail and the pump and everything had to build pressure.
Yeah, no.
I think you're good.
I think I made a truck.
Oh yeah. Here, I'm gonna give you a not blown up high five. Good job.
All right, I'm gonna open the door so we don't die. I got oil pouring out now.
That is a lot of oil. Holy shit. I've never seen a car do that before.
It's held.
Holy shit, man. I'm hoping that's leftover. It looks like leftover.
It dumped 13 quarts out in about 2.5 minutes out of the exhaust.
That's a lot of flow. Well, you've got this going for you. You know that your exhaust will never rust now.
I think it's good. It keeps randomly knocking, but I think it's just diesel stuff. It feels faster.
It makes more turbo whistles.
It makes
it
makes a lot more turbo-y noises.
Yeah. That just looks like shit burning off, you know?
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do some cleaning up, and then we're gonna head over to Zach's and do some scanning on this and see if there's anything else, and then fuck it, maybe we'll take this to the Springs today.
All right.
All right.
We're moving.
Well, it's fucking bright. All right, guys, we didn't end up running over to Zach's because Zach came to us with the scanner, and all we had was a crankcase ventilation disconnect thing, which we've had. So I might look into that. I don't know, but I've had that code for about 50,000 miles. But it sounds totally different, and it rips. We keep blowing couplers off, so now I need to start looking for like upgraded couplers. We like broke one of the clamps, the factory clamps. So yeah, this thing's wild. we'll see what else starts breaking around it. But I am in love again, and I'm so happy, and I'm so grateful, and I appreciate my truck so much more than I used to. And so, we're heading out of town right now to the Springs because one of us is buying something fucking sweet. And I'm gonna close the video out there. Make sure to tune into the next one to figure out what we're going to pick up. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.